Hello Taurus, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Taurus is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there is anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Taurus, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And Two of Swords to start us off. That's not too bad. I like the Two of Swords. I think it reminds us that we have to kind of get out of this either-or kind of discursive thought and really tap into the intuition, right? That if there is a major decision pending for you right now, you're being advised to not do the pros and cons list, right? Not get the calculator out and get the slide ruler and whatever else and not calculate it, but just feel it. How does it feel? Tap into the intuition. What does Spirit tell you? What does your own inner light tell you? All right, that's going to be a really big factor, okay? Now, it is Swords card, so we do have to take in other information. See, that's the key. We have to get information from all of our senses. Most of us fail to realize that sixth sense is probably the most important data set that we can bring in, right? So we want to think about things, we want to feel things, and then we have to intuit things as well, right? And all of that together, I think, gives you a pretty stable plan for the future. But now we've got that Queen of Cups. So now I'm kind of thinking that there's something that intellectually makes sense, but intuitively, perhaps in your heart, in your emotions, it's kind of a different story, right? Let's see what's going on here. We've got a Nine of Wands. We've got a Queen of Wands. We got a Queen of Wands, Cups, and Swords. And a Six of Pentacles. There we go. Wheel of Fortune. Okay, yeah. Now we got a Knight of Wands, a Two of Cups, and the Emperor. Very nice. I do feel that this is going to be a big achievement for you, okay? Especially with these two, with the Emperor and the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, it's going to be a very big achievement. You've got that Wheel of Fortune here. A lot of court cards, right? So I wonder if this is, well, it could be a family thing. It could be a work thing. It could be your church order, temple, lodge. I feel there's a group of people, right? And I feel as if I feel as if there are how do I say that? I feel as if there are three older women that all have an opinion in your life. Is that right? I don't know if they're siblings or if you're part of this kind of this trio of siblings, or if you have someone was triplets or maybe twins, but I feel that there are three of you, and you're all very similar in age. And I don't know if it's three friends or if it's three siblings or something, but I feel like it's kind of where you finish each other's sentences. There's three of something, yeah. Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown, and we're just going to set it down right over here. We're going to put our alien friend right on top. All right. Let's see. Yeah, the major arcana. We've got these two, and I think these are really the best cards that we could ask for. Right, the Wheel of Fortune and the Emperor. It's kind of like we know that this is that it's our time now, right? We've got this this sense of expansion. I think you've got this feeling within you that you're looking for a way to grow and to expand, and we're trying to get. See, it may be that you've been on the bottom of that wheel for a while, right? Between the rubber and the road, and I think that now things are starting to turn around for you. The wheel is starting, you're getting back to the top of this wheel. And I think you can feel that. And I think that you're looking for new ways to branch out and expand your horizons, right? You're probably starting different side businesses or side projects. You have a lot of irons in the fire, so to speak. And I think that I think that these other, I feel like you're part of this trio. I feel like there are two other people in your life that are, I don't know if they're kind of trying to influence you one way or the other, or they're trying to be part of something with you, even if you are looking to go separate. You know, you could be part of this, like a jazz trio, and you're looking to do a solo record, right? Because I feel like usually these three are very, very tight-knit. Everybody brings something else to the table, and here is that table of this success. But I kind of feel as if you're looking to branch out and do other things. Now, these three could just basically be, your workplace. It could be your family situation, and you are looking to branch out and do something on your own. But I do feel that there's something with the number 3. So there's 3 of something. Either someone had triplets, maybe, I don't know if March is a significant, it could be a March thing. But you're very similar but very different, right? You all bring something different to the table, but to me, it feels like I'm seeing triplets, right? And so I'm not sure how that plays into anything just yet, but we'll continue on. We have our fire cards. We have a little bit of water. We've got a little bit of air. We've got our earth. Of course, we have our 3 court cards here, the 3 siblings. But then we have the independent. This is really an Aries energy here with the Emperor and even the Knight of Wands. Very Aries here, right? Very kind of independently ambitious Aries energy right there. And so to me, it feels as if you're looking to split off from the group and go an independent way. And it could be very simple. It could be that we're just, we're kind of moving away from the group dynamic. And even the number 3 itself kind of suggests the family, right? So it could be that we're moving away from that comfortable group that we're used to, and we're going solo. We're doing something independent now. And so that's a little bit new, I think. It could be part of what this 2 of Swords decision is for you. Because I feel like you're somebody that really does like to get all the information first. And I feel like even in your life, maybe you tend to consult with these, maybe they're friends, maybe these are your siblings, again, the 3. I feel as if you like to kind of consult with them. Like you like to get their opinion, and you can really, you can talk about anything with them. But this is a little bit of a different case because what you're talking about is doing something other than including them, right? And so they're going to have a biased opinion. They're, I think, encouraging you not to go do it because they're not going to be part of it. So this is something where we really have to tap into our intuition and feel if this is right for you. And it looks to me, from what the cards are here, that this is something very, very good for you. That whatever this group is, as wholesome as it might be, as successful as y'all might be together, I feel that it's very good for you, not only physically, financially, but spiritually. Beneficial for you to branch out and do something on your own as well. Okay. But with the 2 of Swords, you're not somebody that makes decisions lightly, and you really like to weigh the options. And the only suggestion here is to include that intuitive feeling, because I think if we try to reason this out, we're going to be here all day, right? And if we try to just have the conversation with everybody, we're going to be here all day. So it comes down to you tapping into that intuitive sense and feeling your way forward. All right. Now, with the 9 of Wands underneath everything, the 9 of Wands really is a very independent card too, right? Because this kind of shows someone who is connected with their own inner strength and is able to kind of stand on their own, stand out from the group, stand out from the crowd, and is perfectly capable of making their way through a situation without relying heavily on the group, you know. But I think that's going to come by way of this inner certainty, by tapping in again with this. There's the connection with the moon all over the place here, because the Two of Swords, talking about the intuition, we've got the crescent moon up there. With the Nine of Wands, we've got the connection between the sun and then the moon down there, right? So it's our conscious mind tapping into that unconscious, intuitive, instinctual sense. And then even in the success that we see here, with the Six of Pentacles, you see there's a crescent moon up top, and there's actually the symbol of Taurus down below. So this is telling you specifically, Taurus, that in order for you to have the kind of success that you want, and I think that this is going to be a real jackpot for you, you have to tap into that internal, intuitive, creative sense, right? And kind of get out of your head a little bit. And I think that you're doing that, because we don't see a lot of swords cards here. So I don't think that you've been overthinking or overanalyzing anything. In fact, I think that you've been using all of your faculties in just the perfect way. The court cards, aside from them being representative of a group of people, each card individually represents something about you, okay? And I think that the Queen of Wands here represents the spark of creativity that you've had. I don't know how long ago, but you had this great idea that you wanted to do something that I think is independent, something solo. And it really fired you up. And I don't know if this was, I don't know what this was, but you had some sort of an idea and you got really, really jazzed up about it, right? And then I think from there, we kind of had to figure out, okay, how do I do this? You know, we can get inspired. But then we kind of have to go through the planning stages, and I think that's part of the Queen of Swords up here, trying to get that bigger picture, that bird's eye view, and say, okay, I feel this inspiration. How do I actually go about, you know, activating it and manifesting it? And so I think that you did go through a very intense kind of planning phase. But I think that in probably in a very real way, you kind of kept it to yourself, right? Didn't tell a lot of people about it, especially whoever these three people are. The Queen of Cups here is very deep waters. And I feel that this is your sense of purpose. This is you really realizing or taking a look within to make sure that this is something that you really, really, really want. Because again, I think it's going to take you away from this other group, whether this is hometown, whether this is your current job or the current department that you're in. Maybe you're looking for a transfer or a promotion, or maybe you're looking to go solo, or you're doing something independently, or you're starting your own business, or you're moving out of the house. Whatever it is, it's taking you away from this comfortable group. So we have to be very sure that this is indeed what you really want, and this is something that is going to be necessary for your happiness, right? And then from there, we got that Nine of Wands. You're making the decision. This is a real resolve to do this, and a strength to do this, even if there's going to be opposition coming from these other people who are not going to want you to go, right? Not going to want you to go. All of this is leading to the Six of Pentacles, which is material success. If this is a business that you're starting or a career move of some kind, it's going to work out very well for you, okay? But it has to come with that intuitive energy for you. It has to feel right, okay? On the path of the Serpent, yes, we start with the Wheel of Fortune, and that, I think, is your general energy right now, this one of trying to level up, trying to expand your life, trying to grow, trying to think outside of the box, trying to expand your horizons. So I feel as if what is comfortable for you is no longer enough. Right, so you're trying to push the boundaries. You're trying to grow. You're extending your reach, right? And I think that you really have this Jupiter energy on your side right now, which is, in a way, saying that anything that you put your efforts into, as long as it has that feeling to it, is going to be very successful, right? This is the Midas touch. I think that everything that you get involved with is going to work out very, very well. Again, provided that we have that intuitive connection, that you feel that it is right for you. If it has that feeling to it, then I think it's really going to work. And I really like that we have fire, water, and air in these court cards. So that is really a very, very proper usage of the elements for you, all leading to the earth energy. So I think that you're using all of your faculties, right? You're fully activated. Now, in the environment, of course, we've got the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands is rather impulsive. And this, I think, is kind of putting you at odds with the group. And because they see it as you running away. They see it as you leaving them, right? Or if it's a workplace or if it's the school or whatever. It's kind of looked at as an impulsive move on your part. Even though it's not, even though I think it's very well thought out, it's very thoroughly felt and analyzed and decided upon. Nevertheless, it's going to look like it was a split decision and you just up and left. Okay. And that's kind of unfortunate, but it's not really your problem, right? The best thing for you to do is to make sure that you have no regrets about it, right? That you have to be committed to it. The horse and the rider have to be one. You know, if the horse is looking backwards or the rider is looking backwards, this whole thing is not going to work out. So you have to be fully committed and fully looking forward, and comfortable with your decision and committed to your decision. All right. The Two of Cups that we have in this position. This is kind of a bittersweet thing because it's taking you away from what's familiar, but it also is kind of your true love. This is what you really need in your life right now, whatever this new path is. It's taking you away from the familiar group or the home or the job or whatever this is, but it really is allowing you to come together, to pursue that which really has meaning and depth and purpose for you. Okay? Otherwise, you wouldn't be doing it. Right? But it still kind of stings. You know, it's still a little bit painful, but this is something that you absolutely need. This is you in search of your holy grail. This is you finding that sense of purpose and meaning for you in your life. All right? Now, we could be talking about a romance here. It could be that this is your friends. And then, of course, this is you getting into a relationship, which means you're not going to be spending as much time with your friends, right? And that we could totally interpret it that way if you want. I mean, that's a very legitimate way of looking at these cards, especially with the Two of Cups, because this is something that I feel like you're in love with, right? Doesn't have to be a person, doesn't have to be romance, but it could be, okay? And it might be an Aries person if it is romance. I think they would probably be an Aries. The Emperor energy here at the end, I think, is really your future self, really confident and stable and successful. Very much glad that you'd made this decision. Okay, and I think that this is your empowerment. This is you being in charge of your life, being in control, being the authority of your own life. As much as I think that the others here are going to try to convince you not to go, this is you standing up for yourself and doing what you know is right because you feel it, because this is it for you. Okay, and you've done your due diligence, you've thought it through, you've felt it through, and this is the right decision for you. And this is really the biggest win of your life. I think this is a real jackpot. And we can't be held back by these friends or family members or whoever they are. Even though we do cherish them, we do love them, they do not know our inner world, right? So they have opinions, sure, and you're going to listen to their opinions, but you can't base your decisions on what's best for them, right? Let's look at the mystery card. I might chuckle if this is the Lover's card, but I don't know. I kind of feel like maybe it is, but I'm also excuse me. I'm also feeling some Earth energy here. If you have a prediction, put it down in the comments. Let's see what we've got. Oh, we've got a Knight of Cups as well. We have the Knight of Wands, Knight of Cups, fire and water, opposites coming together. This might be the romance for you. For some of you, I think this definitely is you falling in love and finding the one, right? And having to, you know, pull away from the family or these friends or whoever they are, right? I feel as if this is whatever it is in detail. I think this is a way for you to really express who you are. This is a way for you to give and receive love and affection in your life, whether this is through this kind of maybe a spiritual path, maybe an artistic path, maybe a new career path. This is something that your heart really needs to do. Okay, and this is a confirmation that, to me, it's saying like, yes, this is meant for you, and you should pursue this. All right. Now we're going to do an extended reading. If you want to stick around, there's a link up top. There should be one down below. New readings for Taurus every Monday and Friday, 6 a.m. Chicago time. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free, does not cost you anything. Leave a comment, let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you, and we're all in this together.